Jason Lemieux from Physio-Med Oakville. I get asked the question a lot when we're teaching people to foam roll, when we're showing them how to mobilize things, and people ask, what is it that you work on the most? And like on myself. And one of the answers I end up finding myself giving a lot is, to be honest, I work on my feet a lot, and that sometimes surprises people in terms of strengthening and mobility work. I spend a lot of time working on my feet. I'm on my feet a lot. I love to play golf, so a lot of the things I do CrossFit, I do a lot of jumping, all that stuff can be pretty hard on my feet. So I want to make sure that my feet recover really well. We get the question a lot, well, should I be wearing orthotics? I'm a big believer in orthotics, at least at a minimum situational orthotic use. I think everybody could benefit from having one pair of orthotics in the most stressful position that they get into. So when we do assessments on people, one of the most common things we'll look at is, do you have the ability to control the shape of your foot? So anatomically, this ridge of bone at the base of my arch is my navicular bone. Do I have the ability to use the muscles of my foot to change the shape of my foot? Can I, without really scrunching my toes, can I activate the muscles in my arch to control how high or how low my arch is? If you can do that, that's fantastic. You should be able to do that. If you can't do that, then you need some assistance, and it would probably be a benefit for you to have a pair of orthotics in your shoes. And you might ask, well, wait a minute, you just demonstrated that you can do it. Why do you have the orthotic in your shoe? I don't have orthotics in the shoes that I work out in because I'm thinking about that 24/7. Every time I squat, deadlift, or lunge, the first thing I do is grab the ground. Now, when I'm on a golf course or in my casual shoes, if I'm just walking around, then maybe I'm not aware of the position of my foot quite as much. And then I want that extra stability to help to prevent collapse of the arch, which is going to transfer up and cause all kinds of problems in my upper body, in my lower body. So if you've got that stability, now we can use orthotics situationally. If you don't have that stability, then you probably need the orthotic just to help get you through life. Once we've determined whether we're going to use them or not, that doesn't remove the fact that you got to fix that. You've got to be able to move your foot around efficiently. We've done other videos where we've used lacrosse balls to roll out the bottom of the foot just to improve the pliability of the tissues of the bottom of the foot. And then we've just demonstrated that there are all kinds of little simple foot drills that you can use to help strengthen the bottom of your foot. Now we got to carry that though into regular exercise. One of the exercises we have our patients do quite a bit is a single leg deadlift. Single leg deadlift is an excellent way to work on hip hinge, balance, and coordination. So even with no weight, I can balance on one foot, feel like I'm creating that arch to give myself stability, and I'm going to hinge from my hip under control, being able to transfer my weight up and down by rotating around my hip. I'm going to make sure that that arch is nice and stable so my knee doesn't collapse, that I'm able to rotate around my hip with a very stable foot, stable hip, resulting in a stable knee. And this is extremely challenging for some patients. So we'll grab a foam roller, as I jump off camera, we'll grab a foam roller to provide some light assistance for someone as they first start getting used to that exercise, but we absolutely want to improve that balance. In other articles we've done, we've talked about the fact that single leg balance time is one of the biggest predictors of longevity, along with grip strength and lower body power. So these are things that I absolutely want to be training. Another exercise that a lot of people do is a step up. When we're doing step ups, most people are thinking about their quads and their glutes. Great, it's obviously a very strong lower body strengthening exercise, but I've got to be aware of that position of my foot. It's the position of my foot in conjunction with the activation of the muscles of my lower body that's going to determine whether my knee ends up in an efficient position. So as I grab the ground with my foot, that's going to help to activate a lot of the muscles in my leg. That's going to allow me to perform that step up and keep my knee in a very neutral position without seeing that collapse. So we want to assess our foot to see, do you have mobility? Do you have strength to be able to change the shape of your foot? You should be able to do that as a normal human being. If you don't, you're absolutely going to want to have some support to help control that. And even if you do, situationally, you probably want to have that backup to make sure that when you're not really thinking about the position of your foot, or we start to kind of fatigue and lose that I'm not going to be subjected to poor positioning, which could cause greater injury.